Alrighty. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, everybody. How are y'all doing today? Another wacky timed stream. What is the schedule? There's none of that around these parts. Streams just kind of happen. So here we are once again. I had wanted to stream sort of earlier, but work left me rather exhausted, so I needed to get some rest, which is why we're kicking off now. And unfortunately, as a trade-off of that as well, this probably won't be as long a stream today. Maybe like 4 hours or so. I don't know. We'll see how we're going. Maybe I like get massively into it and just keep going. But yeah, we'll see. We are, however, picking up right from where we left off at the end of last stream. We getting pretty deep into the MechSoldier plot that's going on at the moment. We're about to go on the offensive after having suffered much setbacks and casualties. It's been quite the interesting sort of like subplot. It's all subplots. I don't know. This has been the interesting story. It's been quite an interesting story vignette. Yeah. Oh. Hey, Kuro, how's it going? And also, hey, Huff, Ravage, Zelda, welcome everybody. Like I said, we are literally just about to assault the base. It's looking like it's gonna be, what, thunderstorms today, question mark? So do we just need to meet him down there at this point? Not much we can do with 400 gold, is there? On shields would be a bit of a step up, but I don't think I can sell down 80 gold worth of anything. Oh, the existing shields is 90. Oh, we've got the... The level spread. Because I've only just added Gobbo to the party. Him still being at like level 4's 20. I think I was saying this when we, like, acquired the boomerang for Gobbo, but, being able to... the toss-up of, like, higher single target damage on a strong single weapon versus boomerang, which hits all enemies regardless of group status. It's, pretty handy. For general group combat. Less potential boss blasting damage. Do we just need to go in? Yes, okay. Ooh. This isn't just a cave. Fancy. Whole ass mechanical fortress. Zombies. Surprisingly tanky zombies. Why are the zombies that are tougher than the robots worth less XP and less money? I guess you could justify the less money. I suppose if XP as well, depending on how you look at it. Fighting a machine life form is probably more intense than taking on a zombie. Gets into one of those, like, what is the vagary of XP? It's like, I like a lot of the tabletop RPGs that use, like, XP as, like, how to put it, like, quest and progression reward. It's literally, like, experience. The character has, you know, experienced these adventures, done these, quests, that kind of thing. Ooh, there's a decent bit of gold. Oh, sheet. Oh, we've officially got to that point in the game, I see. Ow. Mimic types are very much just a DPS race. They hit hard. You don't want to be trying to draw out a fight against them or you're just gonna die. That's kind of scary. I wonder, does sleep work on robots? I think it said didn't fall asleep. Correct. Probably should have run from this. This is... So I should be glad that they didn't spam the AoE attacks. We have a single MP potion. I'm going to avoid using that. But it is there if we need it. God damn. Try this around once again, just see if it was a case of we got unlucky. Nah. Again, it could still be unlucky and it does work, it's just got a low % chance of working, but... Unfortunately, the defense down is a single target, not group. Otherwise, at that, like, it actually probably would be worth hitting the group. Oh, what does that do, I wonder? Oh. Yeah, Blue, I mean, saving S-Dot, we're not really, like... saving them? They're not actually in need of saving. Yeah, but that just it's opposite of saving. We're conquering. we are definitely currently, like, attempting to save, Farish. This whole, MechSoldier issue that's occurring. I mean, some people would make the, like, saving them by conquering them argument. I have a feeling like this is the actual way forward, so I'm gonna go back first and check out that other side lift. God damn. I wonder, does that work? Oh, it does! It's one of them, like, chance to not act, debuffs. We had only gotten one iron shield so far, right? Yeah, so that's actually an upgrade. Never mind, there's bronze shields we're using. Iron shield is very much an upgrade. Got fire and ice resist on it. That is very nice. Very nice indeed. The money is starting to add up a bit as well, which is nice. No, I had a feeling this was gonna be important. Oh, hey! A shard. Very nice. Because of the shards, actually thinking about it, there is a level of like the game's progression in finding treasure. Because you need the shards to progress, and they're located in chests and vases and whatnot. Like, we found them in all sorts of places, not just acquired from like NPCs. That's new. We're gonna have to fight everything that's on guard duty here. Hmm? These ones we do. The strategy does not really change. That was a little dangerous. Probably should have healed Mariba. Ooh. Now, is that gonna give him the weird MP refresh on learning a new spell that happened a couple of times? Or was that only the first time they ever learned a spell? Hey, Supersonic. So I was originally going to do Reimagine, but we played the demo for it, and like I liked some of what the demo was doing. Like I liked the look of the thing, I liked the sound of it. But I had concerns about the amount that the game was being sort of shaved off and cut down, and then I've gone through, like, I've gone and looked at a bunch of reviews of the final game, and unfortunately that is basically exactly the case. The final game cuts out a lot of content in the name of, like, streamlining the experience, and that's just not what I was looking for. So we're playing the original instead. I am a little sad. I would have loved to have the voice acting from the remake. That would have been really good. Aoyuki voicing Maribel is a pretty big motivator to play that version, but I'd rather have the full unpolished experience, as it were. Well, so from what I was seeing, just to give some, like, general ideas on the runtime of things, Reimagine's meant to be about 40 hours, 3DS is meant to be about 80 hours, and the PSX version's meant to be about 120 hours, and that's, like, on normal people runtimes. Obviously, my runtimes will be longer than that, because I tend to be very thorough. I tend to talk to everyone and explore everything, so it takes me longer to run through the whole game. I mean, we'll see what the clear time is at the end, Blue. Right, this is also a concern here. Maribel's on, like, 2 HP, so if he opens this fight with something that whops her... Oof. And unfortunately, we got that, which is amazing. We don't have the MP to cast it. Alright, now the question is, do we want to be playing crowd control, or do we want to be just trying to burn the boss down as fast as possible? So I'd initially contemplated, like, reading out the text for this. It's not normally something I do, but I was like, you know what? No, with how much text there is in this game, if I was to read out the text, like, we would be here hundreds, multiple hundreds of hours. It'd be insane. Okay, so... I think we do probably want to, like, concentrate on knocking the boss over if he's just going to keep calling for help. What? I really hope, because there's been a few attempts to do, like, fan translation patches for DQ4 PlayStation. Unfortunately, none of them have ever finished. I would really hope to see one of those fan translation projects for DQ4 PlayStation to get over the finish line. That would be... I'd play that in a heartbeat. There is also I have additional biases. I really, really detest the modern translation of Dragon Quest games. I hate all the accented dialogue, the overabundance of puns, and just all the fuckery that they've done with the English versions of Dragon Quest. I much prefer. Like this is great. This script, it's not perfect. Not by any means. Don't get me wrong. This is like you could definitely do a better job than what we've got here. But this is much like infinitely preferable to the 3DS script or the reimagined script. Yeah, like, and that's, so, they went ridiculously over the top goofy for English Dragon Quest. And, like, DQ has humor, yes. But DQ is not entirely humor. And it, like, it just gets so... I hate it, and, like, some of the places, it just... awful. What was it? DQ11. All of the. Well, I think it's like possibly not just 11. It's series staple at this point. The mermaids speak in rhyme constantly. They don't in Japanese, only in English. But the mermaid plotline in DQ11 is dark, like seriously dark plot. The mermaid substory. And yet they're talking in fucking rhymes the whole time, and it just, it spoils the mood so badly. Yeah, like 11 has lots of issues. Yeah, there's a haiku count, but it's not just the shitty accents that is part of the problem that annoys the shit out of me. But also, like, they change all the character names, all the place names. I don't quite remember. I definitely played DQ3 HD. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I would not be surprised if that was the case. Yeah. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Here, we got good stuff right now. And speaking of, like, dark plot lines. The Super Famicom versions of DQ1, 2, and 3, I really like. We did do a full playthrough of DQ3 HD, and then I went and replayed some of DQ3 Super Famicom, and I much preferred that. And then we did a full playthrough of DQ1 Super Famicom just before DQ1 HD came out, and yeah, again, I much preferred the Super Famicom version. I was very sad by the end of DQ1 HD, to the point that I haven't done DQ2 HD yet, because I was just kind of morale broken. This is the first mention of the Demon Lord. Yes, this is actually the first mention of sort of grander plot. There's been implications, but this is the first direct mention. You're out of friends, buddy. Oh, no, maybe not. Never mind. He has one big guy left. Shit. We're We're running a little short on resources. I think we got a few casts of sap left on Maribel, and that's it. This is kind of cool, because it's like a mech version of like a DQ Big Bad as such. I'm glad I gave them all herbs. I can do a bit of a pop-up at the start of the fight here. Yeah, Necrosaro is what I was feeling. Okay, so thankfully we've... Oh. Oh. That's not what I thought it was. That's actually worse. I thought that was the strip buffs ability. Much worse than that. It is just straight blind. So was it saying sap didn't work? Yeah, I do like the sort of extra content, Starter got in, the later versions of DQ4. Okay, I think we did actually manage to get one stack on him. So now... This is gonna hurt. I assume bark isn't going to affect him. Yeah. Oh, you're literally stylistically white hair, black outfit. I'm fine with it. This is bad. Unfortunately, we actually have a lot of gold on us right now. This is going to be a very painful death. Oh god, really? The charge and then the attack on the same... Hey, Dark Signer Carly? How's it going? Yeah, we were talking about, translation changes earlier. I very much dislike the name changes. Like, everything's just got name changes across the board, for no reason. Alright, that hurts. Yeah, that's 660 gold down the drain, and then however much we need to pay for resurrections. I mean, I would have just called the death machine. Oh, well, that was most unfortunate. And basically, all the money we earned from that dungeon, gone. The mechanical balance is very different. You can't really compare, like, level spread to level spread. Where was the herb merchant in this place? It was like in the guardhouse, I think, selling herbs to the guards. They, yeah, in the case of Garbo, it's meant to be some sort of like animal onomatopoeia. So rough is at least vaguely in the ballpark, but even then, I still don't. Well, Garbo is also onomatopoeia. White noises. No. He's a dog. Just don't change the name. All right, we've got the okay. The stat ups. I mean, in my case, like I've got so many issues. Like back when we were initially like years ago when we went hard on a lot of Dragon Quest, like I had fucking spreadsheets up for having to de-translate the games on the fly. This DQ6, they changed a whole bunch of the names as well. That one was annoying though, because in the back end of that game, you do actually get access to a guy that lets you rename your characters. But you can't do that until, like, the end of the game. It's like, God damn it, if I could just, like, rename them at the start and put them back to their proper names. Alright, we might be here a little while. Because if we see ones, we're not taking them. Six, oh, so the name changes more than anything is the big one that shits me with 6. I think they did tone it down a bit for 6. I'm just trying to remember, because 8 was by Alpha Plus, and I think they did 4 and 5 as well, and 6 was Square Enix in-house. Whereas I think they stuck to the style that Alpha Plus set out with 8, but didn't go quite as full retard on it in 6. Alpha Plus being a translation company. Shit, I forgot. Okay, we gotta hard reset once more. I'm gonna apply magic powers after this. I'm not sitting here hard resetting all day. That'll just waste time. I did do some level of research as to like who translated DQ. I want more information on who translated this, as in like Dragon Warrior 7. But I doubt I'm going to be able to find that. Yeah, exactly. So I do rotating saves. In this case, we just used up the full memory card capacity basically. So we've just got all 15 save slots full, and I just moved to the next one in the slot after each. Don't mind me applying some magic powers right now. Don't worry about it. You didn't see nothing. Alright, cool. But yeah, I've told the story a few times, but I had a save corrupt on me once, many years ago now, and ever since then I've been pretty pedantic about running multiple saves for just everything. Specifically, it was Tales of the Abyss on PS2. I don't remember. I have played DQ9, but that was actually so far back that I didn't have the level of knowledge, anywhere near the level of knowledge that I have these days. I have not done another run at DQ9 since I've edumacated myself. Yeah, so like yeah. The problem is the damage, yeah, the damage spread from there. This is now kind of like cheating, because it kind of breaks the gauntlet. Because I'm pretty sure we just have to fight Death Machine. We don't have to redo the whole gauntlet up to it, so we can get in there with full resources, barring whatever we've actually got to expend to get down there. I mean, I'm like, I know my stance on matters is extreme. Like, I don't expect most people to agree with how heavy I hold my stance on matters. Because, like, I'd be, if it was up to me, I'd have the spell names left as. So this is, hey, nice, yeah, cool. He's his overworld sprite. Alright, so we do know we can land a sap on him. So we're gonna sort of stick with attempting that. It just seems like he has... So I don't know if that means, like, his magic resistance, like, is now, like, I don't know if that counts against things like debuffs, or if it's only against, like, offensive magic. That's fair, Goober, yeah. At least it isn't Warmech. That is fair. He would be literally nuking our faces off. I think Maribel's still acting faster than the boss, so she should be able to save herself. Oh, sorry, to clarify, when I meant leave the spell names, I meant leave them as their Japanese names. Because the Japanese names are also all nonsense. Yeah. They have a level of structure to them, but they're not actual words as such. God damn it. Alright, now we're in trouble. I got no way to lower his defense anymore. I can keep us alive for a while. But our damage is poopy. I believe the bite does a random amount of damage from like 80% to 150%. I mean, that's part of it. It's based off of wizardry. It's the same there. It's part of it. You fucker. I do not think we've done enough damage for this to... Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna load the save. I'm not gonna take the money loss. Like, we've achieved nothing as far as, like, progression is concerned there. That's interesting. Why did the throw not work? Give me a second. It shouldn't have come desynced. I only just synced it up the other day. Yeah, it's come desynced. Lovely. Fantastic. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, we'd just be pissing money away on revive cost as well, so... Be losing half our gold, and then more again. So, this should have been after I did all the stat ups. Yes. Just had to fix the inventory. We need... Maribel needs to live, basically. She desperately needs it. Like, if we could get multiple saps off before he gets his spell resistance up, that would be lovely. I doubt that's going to happen. But at the very least, we need to keep Maribel alive. Her getting just rammed down there was most unfortunate. I mean, it's just a whole boomerang. I think it'll do slightly more consistent damage. Bark? Bark and Bite is about all he's got, I think. I don't even know if I can look that up from this menu. Yep. It's that sort of chance to cause enemy to flinch. But I don't think it'd work on the boss. Oh, it did. I was gonna have her sit there try to cast. I don't know if she can land defense down through his Death machine, afraid of doggo. Yeah, okay, we got two defense down on him now. Now he's taking real damage. Hey, there we go. Yeah, the combination of the bark and just going for it on the saps. But no, I appreciate that the game has some teeth. It has some challenge. Oh dear. That's on me for not healing up. Oh dear. It's fine, don't worry about it. Maribel is fast, main character is fast, Gabo is reasonably fast. It's only Kiefer that's, like, slow as a rock. So I have to take a look at the stats. Maribel might still be the highest Agi character. Garbo is faster. Just. He's also 7 levels behind, so he will be much faster. I forgot that he was still in boxes. Our gear spread is in a bit of a weird spot. Unfortunately, like, that was it like 900 gold we lost all up is actually a brutal amount of gold to lose. If I could turn off XP, I would actually just grind up a bit of gold to make that back, but I can't, and I don't wanna over level XP wise, so I just gotta cop the loss, unfortunately. We did fully clear this place, right? I think we did. But yeah, gear spread-wise, we are in a bit of a weird spot at the moment. There is a lot of holes in our gear. There's a lot of places we could make improvements defensively, offensively. I'm not trying to like cut all XP. I'm not trying to like do a minimalist run or anything like that. I just not. I don't want to overgrind, especially before we have access to the job system. Yeah, there is very, very valid reason to, like, do a minimal XP run until you get to, the job classes, for sure. Hey, Levy, thanks as always. Wait, MP? He hadn't had MP up till now. All he needs is tail wag. Tail wag usually. It's been a long time since I played a Pokemon. Tail wag, tail whip, something like that. I should have a look at Tackle and see what it actually does. Okay. Not quite sure what it does. We hurt ourselves very badly. Actually, we'll save after I heal up a bit. I just want to... Not quite. Well, it's like we've won, but it's not exactly a happy ending. Yeah, exactly, as the little girl just... Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, Dragon Quest is it has funny, silly, goofy, but it also has quite serious and somber. It's a whole sort of like vignette of tragedies. Jesus Christ, eh? That's one way to go about it. This is why we always go around and talk to everybody. You never know what you might find. Like, I do appreciate that it doesn't, like, sweep under the rug just how many people are still dead. Like, yes, we won, but it was certainly not a free victory. We don't even get paid for our mercenary work. It's kind of the point of mercenaries. I need the gold, man. Supposedly. Interesting. Bug knife. Depends on how strong it is, really. Alright, so it would take away her whip ability, but then the return is we would get the potential for the paralyze on her attacks. And it is technically stronger, but it's technically stronger because the whip is less direct raw strength because it's AoE. Paralyze on attack could potentially be very good. It just depends on what its chances are and what we're actually allowed to hit with paralysis. I'll hold on to the whip for now. I'm not going to just sell it on. We can switch to it if we need to. What happens if we say yes? Ah! Wait, really? Alright, I had the same thought. Unpaid mercs. Okay, Jesus. Smash flower. Oh dear, excuse me, sorry. It's kind of cool we had sort of micro stories within going on here as well. Like there was the guard back at the other town with his mate that died, and the whole like, oh, I was going to become captain, da 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 da. Hey! Damn, hey, we got paid! Yeah, that's the life of a mercenary, huh? We got paid in experience. I mean, given it's a triple fight gauntlet at the back there, it probably is like expected to lose at least once. Because by getting at least getting all the way to was it the evil machine, like you can then go and fight him fresh if you do die to him. So you are able to like approach the boss in a much better state. Evil machine, death machine, whatever it was. And it was not killer machine, because killer machine is the default DQ max. I was wondering about that. Poor maidbot got her name taken. I'm guessing there's more to do in this world, maybe at a later point in time. Because there's, like, the bridge is still smashed. I am heavily contemplating just big investment into some weapons for, Kiefer and the main character. The other option would be defensive gear. Our offensive gear is pretty... Well, at least on Baron Kiefer, the offensive gear is not great. It's not the Oaken Club, thankfully it's not quite that bad, it's the wooden mallet. But, like, he got that wooden mallet after we cleared the first world. And he's had it ever since. So I'm thinking we invest in a couple of iron spears. Boy, you should give us a discount. It's a pretty substantial power increase with both of them. So I think, yeah, we'll go with 2. Two iron spears. Yeah, that's weaponry taken care of, actually. Because Maribel's got the poison knife. And I want to keep Gabo on the boomerang for now, at least. Shell armors would be the next... I think the next big step up for, or iron hats, but they're a little bit expensive. Honestly, the amount of extra defense on the shell armor isn't huge. Not that we can afford any of this at the moment anyway. The iron hats are a significant increase, however. Like 11 points of defense on the main character. I assume because the main character's not got the best hat right now. Yeah. Okay, he's got a chest hat, so not a shop hat. And it might look a little weird, Garbo in the boxers, but apparently that's the best we can do for the moment anyway, so he stays in the boxers. Yeah, so like this I was saying, like this, like the little mini story with this guy and his mate that died. Stories within stories. This, like, yeah. I can see why people find the game a bit, like, slow, but it's, how to put it? I like it. I think it's one of those, you've got to, like, approach the game with the right kind of mindset, I guess. Like, if you know coming in that it's this sort of, like, smaller stories format, and you just kind of, I mean, just take that for what it is and go into it, like what I'm doing. You have a good time. Alright, we have, however, been going for a bit over 2 hours, and this is kind of the perfect stopping point, because we've just finished, well, stopping point's not the right word, but we just finished this sort of plot line here, so I'm going to take a short break, get up, have a stretch, grab a fresh cup of coffee, and then when we get back, we will head back to the main world, and have a look at this island, assuming it has popped up in the main world. And then go from there. But yeah, if you need to grab yourselves a drink or a snack, or just have a stretch, now is the time. I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Oh, thank you. That is not where I meant to go. Assume the, yeah, the bridge is still down. I'm still not sure what tackle does on Garbo. I should probably look that up because it's a bit odd. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. So it deals 80% of your HP in damage to you and potentially deals that to the enemy. Good. I couldn't really see myself building a strategy around that kind of ability, but I could see it potentially coming in clutch in, like, a really bad situation. But, like, that's a real, like... That's a real YOLO skill. We got a couple of fire shots? Yeah. It is a skill the enemies have access to, unfortunately. Yep, there we are. We will take a free nap back at home, and then, check out the new land. That's our little custom town, and then here's the new world. We can land there. I'm just gonna scope the whole place out first. Because this would be over the other side of the bridge, right? We didn't have access to that. Hello? What do we have here? Interesting. Ah, the bridge is up. I can't remember. Can you turn XP gain off in the 3DS version? I might be confusing things with Bravely Default. I assume we're free to explore here, since there should be no combat on the overworld. Okay. One of the Roombas back at the guy's lab, or possibly in here. If the combat encounters are on in here, I might not deal with here right now. It seems not. It's still a mimic in this version, or this side. The crits, Jesus. DQ mimics are nothing to be scoffed at. They will severely kick your ass. Starting to build up a few of them, at least. Is that the... No, the wrong lift. Oh, hey! Mimic pot! Let's go! This is our first time seeing a mimic pot, I think? Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, this is okay. I can possibly pull it up half. What was it? Shit. What was it called there? Evil pot? Attack. Akuma no Tsubo. Yeah, evil pot. That's not a bad translation, to be honest. Demon, devil, evil. Yeah, actually, it's not bad. Like the translations in DQ7 here are pretty direct. This is not perfect again, not perfect, but this is definitely on much more in line with how I like my translations. Very much more raw and ready, as it were. Apparently one of the fan translations is Devil's Urn. I'm like, okay, that's probably about the line as to where I would draw in, like, creative name, but still maintaining the original. Devil's Urn is good. Whoever came up with that, that's a good job. As I said, that's about where I draw the line. Any further than that is getting a bit too far off. Hey, the Metal King! We can finally cash in our tinies. Or maybe not. This feels like the Metal King Palace. Maybe I am mistaken. Never mind, I am wrong. This is definitely not the Metal King's Palace. What? Okay. This is definitely not the Metal King's Palace. This is like lore. A plot happening here. Though God may have perished in his physical form, his power shall endure through all of time. As his legacy to the world, God has left behind miracles to bring about our rebirth. We, the soldiers of God, are eternal guardians of one of those miracles. By means of the Bliss Rock, we shall lead the way to rebirth. Okay, yeah, whatever this place is much more important. God damn. I just saw a big roundy boy shrine. I was like, ah, it's Metal King. Never mind me. I am very mistaken. Yeah, God's tombstone? Question mark. Here lies God. Killed by a fedora. I do enjoy a good, how to put it, like, super post-apocalypse mecha setting, where, like, you're digging up ancient tech from forever back. It is post-APOC, but the APOC was so long ago. That's not exactly what's going on here, but buried tech. Xenogears, yes. Xenogears, or, you know, actually, Xenogears is probably the best example. Oh, what's the Gundam one? Gundam Odyssey in G, but I forget what it's called in English. That's it, MS Saga. Yay. G Reiko is a different beast. Not entirely inappropriate given the description I just gave. It does actually, like, G Reiko does sort of work like that. Well, turn A is where G Reiko leads to, but yeah, we don't do that one. If you want to watch the movies at some point, half, I would be down for that. That, and, like, there is a special condition on that the movies for G Reiko are the ones you want to watch, because it actually expands over the series. It's, like, the only case where the movies are the correct choice. It's like 5. Like, it's the movies are actually an expansion. I actually like a lot of the designs in G Reiko. Some of them, like the Mac knife, maybe I'm not so hot on, but like a lot of the other designs I quite like. Yeah, that's where the Mac knife is from. But you also get, like, the Grimoire. I'm quite fond of the Grimoire. That's G Reiko. The G Self's pretty good. Shit. I like Ida's thing. I'm blanking on the name of it. The G Arcane, yeah, that's the one, thank you. Just with G Reiko, be aware it is very Tomino, like modern Tomino. So you'd be going into something like a King Gainer scenario where you're gonna be like, Yeah, that's why I compare it to King Gainer. It's very, very similar. Depends on like what you're drawing it up against. Like I prefer it over say like IBO or G-Witch, but I quite like G-Quack. And I very much enjoy the build series. I enjoyed G-Quack more than I expected. I quite enjoyed G-Quack. We got Magical Girl Char. Also, the soundtrack was phenomenal. I mean, we got Artesia Hime at the end, so like I'm just like exceedingly biased. Also, like, I liked a lot of the designs in G-Quack. They did kind of get sidelined in the second half. I think, like, if it had more runtime, That would have been preferable. Ooh, chainmail. The iron shield's the one that's got the fire and ice resist on it, doesn't it? That's probably worth getting, even though it's not like a big step up. What about those iron fists? I'm not gonna sell the boomerang though. I want the AoE options. Oh, I see. How is it a defensive upgrade? Like, I get why it boosts the appearance stat. How is it more armor? What? I don't... And it's accessory slot as well, so it's free extra armor. Oh dear, what are you getting up to here, Maribel? She's got a dagger that inflicts paralysis. She's wearing a leather apron. She's got a kitten shield, bunny ears, tights, and a rose vine whip. The lady is a walking fetish convention. Oof. Yeah, okay. Too late. Yeah, absolutely, it's for the better. let's not start making mechanical soldiers down a bad path that leads. Alive! It's alive! Which reminds me, I need to check out the fucking Del Toro Frankenstein. I think we're already rocking scale mail. Yeah, dang. All I'm getting at the moment is I'm a mechanical man from Red Alert. It's not quite the same. I am Iron Man. Sabbath was not what I was after there. And he's off. I'm going to assume that doesn't have much in the way of defensive value, but it does have high looks value. Oh, it does actually have high defensive value. Or at least better than scale mail. Huh. We've got 2 sets of scale mail we can sell off now. That's actually going to be worth a decent bit of cash. Yeah, once again, the debate of can a machine have a soul? Well, it depends on all sorts of points of definition. Huh. I've not seen the full run of TAS. Or... I probably have, like, when it was airing, I just don't remember. We could definitely do with locating the Metal King at some point. Fish usually considered brain food? Because the old Omg-3. Huh. Hey, hey. Interesting. I wonder if it's a case of, like, that's done to keep people away from, the other bloke. Because he was not exactly a people person. Alright. So we had the chainmail as an option. Yeah, okay, so it's actually a downgrade for Kiefer now. Okay, that works out. Those hats. Those are very nice hats. And loop back around to slot 1. Alright, as always, just not a 1. I'll take that. Hey, Sion. I had meant to start earlier than I did, but I was wiped out from work, so started a bit late. Okay. Oh. That went dark. This is some, like, robo shit. He didn't quite end up tending skeletons, he tended the plants, but still. Oh boy. We don't actually know how long it's been. We don't really have like a point of reference. What a weird set of... I had the, like, input for responding to the soldiers. Well, the mecha soldiers weren't made by people. We don't know specifically what happened, but the implication was that they were made by, like, the... I don't even know the right, Dark Lord, I guess, Daimao. So, like, it wasn't a case of the people made the robots and then the robots turned on them and destroyed them. The robots were made from an evil source initially, and then, their kill everything, programming was undone by the other guy. Was that Maribel responding to Kiefer in the fancy robes? How? How did that come to pass? Somehow I missed this room altogether. Oh, that's bad. Unfortunately, having Maribel get put to sleep early there is kind of rough, because we got no casts of sap off. Ow. We have a fairly significant collection of tiny medals going on at this point. And no way to cash them in. Where was... Oh, she's in the guardhouse, wasn't she? Very much spell it out for you, don't they? So this is, like, question mark hundreds of years in the future. Cat is killing your Roombas. Disguise. Yes, I'm sure he'll become an active member of the party. You know, he's listed on the party screen and all. Huh. I mean, but is it? Does this count as living? Yeah, like... Huh. That... Hmm. What? Am I? Hello? Hello? I don't think so. Yeah, sorry, I was just in quiet contemplation. It's been a pretty, like, full-on subplot, this. Like, this has been a considerable... Oh! Hmm... Oh, actually, I wonder, has the fortune teller changed what she's saying? That's pretty vague. Grass and a cave. Thank you. Oh. Interesting. Have we cashed in all our shards? Now we have wind shot to use as well. What? Huh. Moisten can do, though nearly out of coffee. In fact, that is the last of the coffee. Does this work for here? It does, okay. Oh, how appropriate indeed. Now, if looking at the map is right, it's already spawned the old continent, or the new continent? I think that's what that is. I didn't realize it. I thought you kind of had to do the thing in the past first before it appeared in the present, as it were. Unless I'm getting the land masses confused, maybe. Oh, I might be getting the land masses confused. Okay, yeah, no, this is the upper half of here, which we couldn't, Huh. We can't teleport to the, immigrant town. Alright, I think this is where I'll pack the stream up. We're about to hit the 4-hour mark, so this is about where I had intended to stop. Unfortunately, I don't have as much time today, because I got work this evening. Speaking of, I probably won't be able to get a stream in tonight. Very, very unlikely that I'll be able to get a stream in tonight. Working this evening, and then I've got the afternoon shifts on Sunday, so there's not much time between shifts. Yeah, unless I'm like really in high spirits after work, very, very unlikely that there'll be a stream tonight, unfortunately. Now, I did say, I intend to sort of break up DQ7, with a couple of other bits and pieces here and there, so that we're not just doing 100+ hours of DQ7. So with that, my thinking at the moment is, because I want to do Resident Evil 9, at the end of the month when it comes out, I'm thinking I'll probably try to slot in RE2 Remake and RE4 Remake, which both are not big commitments. Well, actually, I haven't played RE4 Remake, so it is one of the longer ones, but not like RPG length. So that'll probably be coming up on the cards. We'll probably look at doing RE2 Remake sometime next week in amongst the DQ7s, and then RE4 Remake probably the week after, again with the DQ7s continuing on in between as well. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how much of that actually plays out, since you know, no plan survives first contact with the enemy and all that. But yeah. Probably a stream Sunday night, hopefully. For now, however, that is all. Thanks for watching, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.
bye.